I'm Michael Finley with Collaborationfx.com. We started this program to get people out of debt. And we started looking at it as a sales program, and then we're like, no. This is a curriculum. It's a curriculum. And people will fall out wherever they will and grow through a series of levels in an organized fashion with a certain amount of structure. When I first started in business, I didn't have any structure. And once you start in business, your competition wants to see you go down in flames, pretty much. So you're not going to get a lot of help once you're there. And if you don't know it, you just don't know it. And who's going to teach you? No one. So good luck with that. Well, this is a little bit different in that cooperation is kind of our backbone structure. Collaboration, help with others. And so when new people come in, we're going to ask them to take a confidential profile, not for any type of misuse or nefarious reasons, but just to see, who you're going to work best with. Hopefully we'll get you a mentor and someone that hasn't come as far as you have, and then someone you spar with that's at your level, and create like a little team system, and you get to know them and work with them. And maybe, 3 or 4 of you will just pick a program that's available and run with it and set up your own little CEO, CFO kind of deal and just blow that thing out. There's lots of programs out there and a lot of them work really well. And so, but I wanted to primarily get with you about some of the levels that we have set up. Well, first of all, we have the stabilizer level. And the stabilizer level is just above those that come in on emergency rescue level. And only because, they had some issues they got to deal with. But the stabilizer level starts at $195. And then for $395, you have the connector level. That's your second level. They've started to understand some of the concepts. They got their mindset right. They've maybe gone through a class on some of the kind of stuff that you need to know if you're going to build an invisible bicycle. That's kind of the trick, isn't it? We got to build a bicycle with invisible parts. Seriously, that's what this is. It's mechanical, but it's invisible. I mean, do you know what a payment gateway is? Huh? What about intents? Do you know what intents are? You don't know. These are things that, unless you know, you don't know. I mean, where were you supposed to pick that up from? Or any difference between an email block and a text block? We don't have to write code, but there's certain things that are very foreign to you. And unless you know how to build a bicycle, is that a spoke or is that a chain? And these things do different purposes, but they all come together and you get a machine. So that's what we're doing. We're building these machines. And these machines have mechanical pieces in them. And this is what it takes to set up these kind of things. And you think you can do it. But when you're face to face with it, you're like, it took me all day to do this 1 minute thing. Some teenager come along and they're done. And you're like, how did you do that? I had to wait a month and a half and pay somebody. I had to go down to the college and find somebody that knew how to do this. Hey, can you set up my payment gateway for me? $40 for 10 minutes work. And I was happy to pay it. Learning curves. We got to do it. We got to get through this. So anyway, we got the stabilizer level. That's our first level, 195. And then we got the connector level. That's 395. And then above that, we have our navigators. And above them, the fourth side of the board, we have our maximizers. And those are our mentors primarily. But they're off on their own. Their time is their own. So it's going to be the degree that they want to work that out. We have no authority to demand their time because, they're doing their own thing, right? And above that, we actually have 3 other opportunities which have to do with our founding and our growth potential after that. And we'll be pursuing them after we're done with our navigator push. We're pushing for navigators right now. But even if you're on the ground level and you don't know anything, you're welcome to buy into the maximizer level. And we do that because should a maximizer come along and, you brought him in there, we're not a multi-level deal or nothing, but you're able to receive 85% of whatever they pay. So if it's a $14.95 deal, you get $1,200 for that deal. But if you've only paid $195, the most you get is $195. Do you see what I'm saying? So eventually you'll get there, and if you got the wherewithal to do it, then by all means do it. I mean, one or two a month, what's that worth to you? I mean, that pays all your bills, right? Some of you guys need 7-8 grand just to pay your bills every month. So we want to create an opportunity for that, even if you don't know nothing, and you're plodding along and you're going up, but hey, your rate of pay is up there, so you got, you're able to pay the bills and maybe take mom out to dinner too. So it's a pretty good deal. And with the money you guys are making at all levels, it's not going to be nothing but a thing to pay that. And we're going to have a monthly fee, and this money is going toward, we want to get the best people developing our software systems. We want to get the best people doing our promotions. And there's certain things that I can't tell you about at this time that we're also looking to do. But let's put it this way. How many people know who John F. Kennedy is? What's his wife's name? Jackie. Who's Jackie's father? Aristotle Onassis. He was considered to be one of the richest men in the world. You know how? He bought ships no one wanted at a time where he saw something into the future. Well, that's what we got right now. We're taking people no one wants, and we're going to turn them into the giant Beowulf Cluster you ever seen. And we'll give AI a run for its money with our human capital. Fair enough? Anyway, stay in touch. Don't miss these videos. We're on to something here. I promise you. Anyway, God bless. I hope to see you soon, and thank you.